First of all, we'll need to start by setting some rules and conditions. First, the majority of the fight has to be a 1v1. Now, there's going to be a few exceptions, but I'm going to talk about them later. Rule number 2, another character cannot join mid-battle. So basically this rule reinforces the first one. And rule number 3, it has to be a serious fight. So no gag fight or little encounters, it has to be a legit battle. So here are some fights that didn't count. So here are some win conditions. So basically, I will give Naruto the win if the opponent is killed or incapacitated, so not able to fight anymore. If the opponent runs away. If the opponent is saved by another character. Or if the opponent is saved by the plot. I will give the tie if both characters die or are incapacitated, or if the fight is interrupted and the fight was really close. Finally, I will give Naruto the loss if he's killed or is not able to fight anymore, if he runs away, if he's saved by another character, or if he's saved by plot. Quick note, Naruto and the Nine Tails are two different characters. So if Kurama takes over Naruto in a fight, this fight will be seen as a Kurama fight and not a Naruto fight. Therefore, fights such as Naruto vs Orochimaru, Ichibuden, a certain part of the pain fight won't be considered in this video. So with all the rules set in stone, let's jump right into it. Obviously, this is a clear win by Naruto. He basically beat Mizuki so bad that we never saw that dude again. I mean, Naruto tried, but he got defeated by the strongest jutsu of the verse. This was a tough one, but thanks to Kurama's chakra, Naruto was able to get the W. Now, I know Aku wasn't killed by Naruto, nor was he incapacitated, but he got beaten up pretty bad, and he ran away to save his master. So I'll give the W to Naruto. Well, this was just unfair. Kid Naruto versus the main villain of part 1. No wonder Naruto got clapped. Orochimaru was just too much. He won by farting point blank on his opponent. A weird win, but hey, a win is a win, I guess. Now this fight is funny, because Neji dominated Naruto for 95% of the fight. But hey, Naruto pulled his inner Saitama and one punch that man with style. This was a fierce and really close battle, and at the end of the fight, Naruto and Gaara were down and not really able to fight anymore. So I'm going to go by a split decision and give the W to Naruto, simply for the fact that he had the momentum at the end of the fight, and the final punch really seals his victory for me. In this fight, both characters are down and incapable of fighting back. Naruto, after hitting Kabuto with the Rasengan, falls unconscious and Tsunade tries to heal him. On the other side, Kabuto is able to heal from the hit, but he's so damaged that he cannot even stand up. So my verdict is a tie. This was the first of many fights between the two, and this fight ended up getting interrupted by Kakashi. Now, although the show implied that Naruto's Rasengan was stronger than Sasuke's Chidori, the fight was even when Kakashi stopped it. And knowing that the Chidori and the Rasengan usually cancel each other out, this fight is a tie in my eyes. Honestly, Kimaro didn't even break a sweat here, and he came to save Naruto, so this is a loss. This was the final battle of part 1 and a really intense battle between the two eternal rivals. And although it was really close, at the end Sasuke was able to knock out Naruto, so another loss. Now, this is a weird one because Kakuzu wasn't 100% when he faced Naruto, as he had already lost 2 lives. But hey, he was still pretty strong, and regardless, the Rasen Shuriken could have destroyed his 5 lives in one shot. So, although this is not the most fair fight out there, I'm still going to give the victory to Naruto, because he did beat him in a one-on-one. In this fight, Naruto was able to beat the first 5 paths pretty easily, but he got beaten up pretty bad by Tendo Pain. And Tendo was even able to beat him with Talk no Jutsu, and if Hinata doesn't intervene, it would have been over for Naruto. So this is a loss. After the 9 Tails Rampage, both Naruto and Pain are tired, but at the end of the day, Naruto is able to beat Pain with a final Rasengan. So that's a W for Naruto. I know this fight was more of a 2v2 and became a 3v1 later, but for a good part of it, it was mostly a 2v1 and Killer Bee wasn't really effective. Well, actually, Naruto wasn't really effective either, as he was one genius Itachi move away from joining his parents, so this is a big fat L. One of Naruto's highest IQ moments of the show. He was able to win by outsmarting the 3rd Red Kage. Give my man the W. Although this fight includes Obito, Kakashi, Guy and Killer Bee, a good part of the fight is basically Naruto against the other 6 Jinchurikis, excluding the One Tail. And although this is not necessarily a 1v1, I count the 6-tailed beast as one opponent. And regardless, Naruto got the W because Obito had to retrieve the tailed beast. So, hey, that's a win for Naruto either way. Now, at the end of this fight, both characters basically are unable to fight as they both lose an arm. Now, in this fight, Naruto's goal was to actually tie with Sasuke. So you could say that Naruto won because he achieved his objective. But if we look at the fight for what it is, I would give this a tie because this fight was equally fought and at the end both parties were almost knocked out. So this is a tie. I mean, Toneri should have known that Naruto ain't playing when it comes to Hinata, so hey, easy dub. Let's be honest, Naruto was just playing with her. Another easy dub. Now, that fight was intense. Naruto in Barren mode was cooking Ishiki the whole battle, but he wasn't really able to knock him down. Also, Ishiki still had enough strength to pursue Kawaki. So, I don't know if I should give this a W or a tie or even a loss. At the end, I think I'm going to give Naruto the W because even though Naruto wasn't the one who gave Ishiki the final blow, he did beat Ishiki pretty bad. And by that metric, I think I don't really have a choice but to give the win to Naruto. But this one is really close and debatable. So if we take a look at every fight, we can see that Naruto has 12 wins, 6 losses, and 3 ties. And honestly, most of Naruto's losses were in part 1, and a lot of these losses were against opponents that were way out of his league. Well, overall, we can conclude that Naruto is really him when it comes to fights, and he deserves to be respected as an Hokage that can win most of his battles and that can protect his village. If you like the video, be sure to put a big thumbs up, and also don't be scared to comment if you think that I misjudged some fights. Also, I'm planning to do the same video but with Sasuke, so subscribe to stay tuned. True Domain out.